The sociological problem I decided to research involves participation awards in younger children's sports. I believe this is a growing problem in American society as more and more children are being awarded for simply showing up to a game. We live in a generation that believes in unearned praise as a necessary way to boost self-esteem in children. It is important to use the right amount of praise at the right times to raise a more well-adjusted generation. Participation awards do not encourage the characteristics that sports are supposed to foster among children. I found a study that surveyed various parents and students to better understand the right way to praise children. They found that, quote, the best outcome happened when the adults praised children in equal measure to their accomplishments, rather than piling it on as motivation. The children who received unearned praise actually tended to show more symptoms of depression, and they were shown to do worse in school. In the same way, children of parents who withheld deserved praise also tended to struggle in school. In regard to the children's perspective, both their grades and mental health fell as they noticed their effort was not accurately matching the feedback from their parents. Overall, this study shows that children succeed best when the praise from their parents matches their performance and accomplishments. Children are much more aware of the praise they deserve than what people may think. They can see past the undeserved praise coming from their coaches and parents. First, it is important to look at the motivation for the behavior displayed. Just as success is not based off of external rewards, motivation should not be based off of a trophy. It has been proven that one is more committed to an activity when he or she does it out of passion, rather than an extrinsic motivation. Kids can get the wrong idea from participation awards. Since they are young, they can fall into thinking that everyone is a winner just because they showed up to the game. Later in life, this will not always be the case. Also, the more participation awards are handed out, the more children begin to expect awards for just showing up. It is essential to differentiate what is really worthy of an award and what should simply be expected of these young athletes. Finally, in kids' sports especially, it is important to praise and encourage the process, not just the results. This means finding the small victories within a game and encouraging the children to improve their skills. It means thinking about the big picture, not just the scoreboard at the end of the game. Not handing out participation awards to every child teaches them a few key lessons. As I said earlier, kids need to embrace the feeling of losing. In real life, there are so many instances where some people win and others lose. The more they understand the feeling of losing as a child, the less severe these emotions will be later in life. Secondly, losing can be motivational for children. It teaches them a lesson of resilience and mental strength. Experiencing feelings of defeat encourages them to play harder in order to achieve their goal and reach their full potential. Nevertheless, encouraging words and actions from parents are also necessary to keep them motivated and mentally strong. My third point is that children learn to be gracious. It teaches children to be good sports and to congratulate their opponent. And lastly, sometimes losing is the best way to learn from one's mistakes, and this concept is hard to grasp with participation awards. Finally, if everyone gets a trophy, the award diminishes in value. Giving participation awards to every child who played in a tournament undermines the teams and the players that are truly exceptional. It can make the children who actually deserve the medals feel less significant in regard to their accomplishments. The individual effort and skill become much less emphasized. I believe that awards should be something that is earned, not just a symbol of appreciation. The end solution would be to get rid of participation awards, but this cannot happen instantly. There are a few changes that I think could be made to fix this issue. Rather than participation awards, coaches could hand out a few small awards a couple times throughout the season to teach and encourage important values among their young players. Examples of this would be awards for the player who hustled the most, the player with the best sportsmanship, or the player who worked the hardest. These awards have much more meaning to the children and give them something to strive for. Additionally, parents are a big part of this sociological problem, as they want to see their small child happy because he or she received an award. I think it would be essential to retrain the parents so that they realize how detrimental continuous positive reinforcement can be for their child. Trophies send a dangerous message to young children that success is all about prizes. Participation awards also give the message that everyone's a winner. Instead, I think awards should be given to the top 2 or 3 teams depending on the event, and good efforts should be congratulated with positive words and high fives. It is essential for parents to give feedback equal to the effort put forth so that the children can learn and grow from both the good and the bad aspects of the game.